Hello, my name is Christopher Bruzas, and this is my presentation on cultural awareness. So I define cultural awareness as the ability to understand and accept other cultures, beliefs, and norms. By cultures, I mean the traditions and background of where they come from. By beliefs, I mean their religious and personal beliefs, regardless of whatever they might be. And by norms, I mean their social norms. So how does one go about measuring cultural awareness? Well, cultural awareness is something that's intangible, meaning it can't be touched, grasped, or necessarily have a correct answer. Cultural awareness requires patience and dedication. It's not something that can be achieved overnight by just reading a Wikipedia page. It requires a thought-out process and lots of hard work and dedication. So how do you measure the success of cultural awareness? Well, through my research, I've come across 4 main points. Number 1 is achieving goals, how the team achieves goals. You don't necessarily have to have a super successful project, A+ knock it out of the park project. It's how you went about finishing the project and how you achieved your goals along the way. The second is communication. Is there a free flow of ideas? Is everyone able to communicate freely with each other and throughout anything they feel like? The third is participation. Is everyone in the group participating? Is there someone who feels left out? If not, then you might be successfully managing your cultural awareness. And the fourth is just overall enjoyment. How is the team interacting with each other during the project? Is everyone having a good time? So these 4 points are how I think that you measure the success of cultural awareness. So now I'm going to talk a little bit about what I do and how I manage cultural awareness in my workplace. So currently I am the lead student at the UW-Milwaukee Industrial Assessment Center. At the Industrial Assessment Center, we focus on sustainable manufacturing. So we perform energy audits for small to mid-sized manufacturing companies. What we do is we obtain 12 months of electricity, gas, water, and waste bills from them. From there, we perform a utility analysis, and then we find ways to reduce their energy consumption based on our findings. We have a very diverse student base at the IAC. We have 2 undergrad students, 8 graduate students, and among our 8 graduate students, we have several international students as well. We currently have 2 students from China, 2 students from India, 1 student from Kenya, and 1 student from Ghana. So how do I go about measuring cultural awareness or managing cultural awareness at the Industrial Assessment Center? So I focus on 2 main points. The first is admitting that I don't know. This one happens a lot. So when I first started here, I kind of went through a rough patch of kind of learning how everyone is and what everyone expects of me. So the first one was greetings. I'm from Southeast Wisconsin, so I always go for a handshake whenever I first meet somebody. I quickly learned that not everybody shakes hands, and that's not always culturally acceptable. The second is correspondence. So I tend to be very informal in my emails, very personal. I found that lots of people don't like that. Lots of people just prefer to be addressed by their last name, and that's it. And the third is diets. So here at the IC, we always have to get lunch on our assessments since they're normally 8 to 10 hours. So lots of students actually are not able to eat certain types of food depending on their religious or personal beliefs. So I had to learn to accommodate that in scheduling and planning the audits as well. So after going through all 3 of these, the one thing I focus on is admitting that I didn't know, acknowledging that I made a mistake, and then focusing on not making that mistake again. The second point that I focus on with managing cultural awareness at the IEC is to systematically check my assumptions. What I do to do that is I ask a ton of questions. I'm always asking questions on traditions, cultures, just what the norm is, and I show interest, and I feel like that goes a long way with connecting on a personal level with the students as well. So how do I measure the cultural awareness success here at the Industrial Assessment Center? Well, there's 2 main points that I focus on. Number 1 is participation. So from the time of the assessment until the time the report's due, it's roughly 2 months. So in that 2 months, we have several meetings. In those meetings, is everyone actively participating in the assessments and discussions? Is everyone spitting out all their ideas and brainstorms? And number 2 is communication. Is everyone talking freely? Is there a free flow of ideas? Are the lines of communication open between all the students and myself? So by managing these 2 points, participation and communication, that's how I measure how successful we are at being culturally aware here at the UW-Milwaukee Industrial Assessment Center. So thank you for your time.